Two sides to this. Portland elated. The Thunder going home.
Very disappointing. Simple as that. You know, very disappointing. We let this one slip away. But you know, it is what it is.
My process always look at myself first and figure out what I could have done better throughout the whole season to put my team in position to be able to win games. That's all I look at and figure out how I can be better.
It looked like after you hit that shot, you waved to the Oklahoma City bench. Could you just describe that moment and just kind of the emotion, what you were thinking at that point?
I mean, the series was over. You know, that was it. And I was just waving goodbye to him. After game 3, you know, Dennis Schroeder was out there pointing to his wrist. They was out there doing all these celebrations and doing all this stuff, and we kept our composure. And after one win, that was what they decided to do. And we was just like, okay, what we want to do is win 4 games. And then when we win those 4 games, it's not going to be nothing to talk about. So that's what that was.
That is just nothing not to love about that guy. And by the way, the Portland social media team got in on it as well. They're in on the trolling. Next question, hashtag Rip City. The Blazers move on now to face either Denver or San Antonio. And so, Sinead, let me come to you. There's so much to unpack coming out of this game and this series last night. Let me ask the question I didn't get to ask over there by the touchscreen, which is that a bad shot? You heard Paul George say we'll live with that shot. Having seen Lillard making these shots through the series, do we have an issue with allowing him to rise up and shoot from there?
Absolutely not. And if you think about what you pointed out on the touchscreen, Jalen, they should have been guarding him from half court. Now, it's interesting because when Paul George said that, you know, these quotes get put on Twitter, and at 3:15 a.m. Eastern time, Dame put out LOL to that tweet, and he has the last laugh. And it's crazy when you think about the big picture of what Dame did, scoring 50 points, having a series game-winning shot. It's crazy because he offensively has been second to none. 10 threes, the second most in NBA history, in playoff history. 10 threes by himself, Damian Lillard. Going up against Paul George, Russell Westbrook, number 1, number 3 in steals. This guy caught them off guard, and it's unbelievable because this is a time in playoffs when scouting reports matter, and he still was able to deliver.
And I have to point out something that will not appear in the statistics. I want all young people to pay attention to the character that Dame Lillard exhibits on the floor. He doesn't get emotionally intoxicated. He doesn't have turbulence based on the score of the game. You saw him at the post-game press conference. He was just as cool as he was during the game. That allows you to keep a level of discipline and focus when everybody else has peaks and valleys. This is why you can pull up for 35 feet and have the trust of your coach and of your teammates because they see you practice that shot.
Listen, I've been saying it forever. You cannot spell Lillard without MVP, so I love it. Let me go to the other side of this. There will be people asking, do you believe Paul George regrets signing with the Thunder? Out they go in the first round again. Hard to imagine if he teams up with LeBron that it would have gone this way. That's a question people will ask. Is it a reasonable question?
Well, first and foremost, when people asking that question, have they paid attention to the Lakers' current situation?
Well, but if they had Paul George, the situation would be different.
Maybe, maybe not. They probably wouldn't have got LeBron James. You never know. But with that being said, the answer to your question is an emphatic no. No. He didn't even give the Lakers an interview. And guess what happened this season? Career highs in multiple statistical categories, became an MVP candidate, became a part of the conversation of top players in the league. You don't regret making a move like that.
But what does he need in order to be more entrenched in that conversation? He needs to go to the finals. He needs to win a championship.
He needs to stay healthy. He needs to stay healthy. If he stayed healthy, I think this team would look completely different. But you mentioned it. He's absolutely great, especially playing off ball with Russell Westbrook. It's Russ's shot that sort of hurt them, not necessarily Paul George.
And what he needs to do is to score 50 instead of 37 in a closeout game. That's what you do. They were going against Dame Lillard. He's the only all-star on the Portland Trail Blazers. But yet he's an all-NBA performer, 50 points, 10 threes. Sending them home.
Blazers.
Bye-bye.
That's exactly right. And the Thunder go home for a very long offseason of questions, and we'll see if Billy Donovan is one who pays a price for that. Now, let me get through some of the other action here. We'll get up and go because there were several other